Hello, my dear friends, and welcome back to the ElderWay, your trusted source for navigating health, sleep, and wellness after 55. If you're someone who often finds yourself waking up at 3 a.m., night after night, staring at the ceiling, wondering, what's going on? You are not alone, Dot. So many older adults tell me the same thing. Dr. Sarah, I fall asleep just fine, but I keep waking up at 3 in the morning. Sometimes I can't fall back asleep at all. Why is this happening to me? Well, in today's video, we're going to talk about exactly why this happens, what it means for your health, how it affects your body, and what you can do to fix it naturally. And as always, I'll break it down into simple, easy to understand insights. We'll cover common causes, food triggers you might not know about, the role of hormones, how anxiety sneaks in through the back door, and gentle habits to restore your deep, healing sleep. I promise, by the end of this video, you'll have not just answers, but practical, peaceful solutions you can begin using tonight. So get comfortable, take a deep breath, and let's dive in. Let's start with the truth that no one really tells you. Waking up in the middle of the night isn't always a problem. But the way and reason you're waking up might be. When we were younger, our bodies produced more of something called melatonin, the sleep hormone. But starting around age 50, melatonin levels naturally begin to drop. And by the time we hit our 60s or 70s, those levels can be up to 50% lower than they were in our youth. Melatonin is what helps your body stay asleep. So when your brain produces less of it, you're more likely to wake up, often between 2 and 4 a.m., right in the middle of what's called your second sleep cycle. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. According to a study from Harvard Medical School, older adults don't just produce less melatonin, their circadian rhythm, or internal clock, starts to shift. This natural shift causes your body to want to go to bed earlier and wake up earlier, even if you don't want it to. So waking up at 3 a.m., it might actually be your body following its new, older rhythm. But if you're wide awake and unable to fall back asleep, that's when we know something's out of balance. Let's talk about the top culprits. These are the most common reasons older adults wake up in the early morning hours. First, blood sugar drops. When you sleep, your blood sugar naturally drops a little. But if it drops too much, often due to eating too late, eating too little, or eating too much sugar, your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone, to stabilize it. Guess what happens when cortisol spikes at 3 a.m.? Yep, you wake up, and usually with a racing mind or a sense of restlessness. Second, bathroom trips, also known as nocturia. After 60, many people develop a condition called nocturia, where the bladder becomes more sensitive and the kidneys produce more urine overnight. This leads to frequent nighttime bathroom trips. But here's the thing, it's not just about the bladder. Certain foods actually irritate the bladder and overstimulate your kidneys, increasing nighttime urination. Third, cortisol rhythm disruption. Cortisol isn't just a stress hormone. It's also what wakes you up in the morning. Normally, it rises around 6 to 7 a.m. But if you're under chronic stress, your cortisol pattern gets disrupted, rising too early, often around 3 a.m., triggering wakefulness. This is especially common in caregivers, widows, or anyone navigating emotional stress, which is sadly common among seniors. I want to gently touch on something tender here. If you often wake up at 3 a.m. with a heavy heart, racing thoughts, or that sense of the weight of the world on your chest, that's not just insomnia. That's your emotional life trying to whisper to you. It's at 3 a.m. that our subconscious becomes loudest. It's when the brain is most sensitive to emotional patterns like grief, worry, or loneliness. If you've lost a partner, feel isolated, or worry about your health or family, these thoughts can bubble up in the quiet of night. But here's the healing truth. You are not broken. You are human. And your sleep, just like your body, can be gently restored. Let's now talk about food, because what you eat, especially after 5 p.m., deeply affects your sleep quality. First, sugar. Sugar is enemy number one for sleep. Not only does it disrupt your blood sugar, as we mentioned, but it also triggers inflammation. Inflammation affects the brain and nervous system, making it harder for your body to stay in deep, restorative sleep. What to eat instead? After dinner, try a small bowl of berries with Greek yogurt, high in antioxidants and protein, low in sugar. Second, alcohol. Many people think alcohol helps them sleep, and it does make you sleepy. But studies show alcohol disrupts REM sleep, the deep phase of sleep your brain needs to feel refreshed. It also increases urine production and dehydration, meaning more bathroom trips. What to drink instead? A warm cup of chamomile tea or tart cherry juice, which is a natural source of melatonin. Third, processed meats and salty snacks. Deli meats, bacon, or salty crackers may seem harmless, but they're often loaded with nitrates and sodium, which irritate the bladder and stimulate thirst, keeping you restless and up at night. What to eat instead? If you need a light snack at night, try a slice of avocado on whole grain toast, or a few almonds rich in magnesium, which promotes sleep. Did you know traditional Chinese medicine believes each hour of the night corresponds to a specific organ system? According to this ancient wisdom, waking between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. is linked to the liver, and 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. is linked to the lungs, both involved in emotional processing, detoxification, and deep breathing. Whether you believe in this or not, the concept is a beautiful reminder that the body and mind are deeply connected. Your 3 a.m. wake-up may be less about your mattress and more about your emotions, your food, or your hormones. So what can you do? Here are 5 simple strategies to help you fall asleep and stay asleep past 3 a.m. First, magnesium at night. Magnesium is called the calming mineral. It supports muscle relaxation and nervous system balance. Studies show it can significantly improve sleep in older adults. Try taking 200 to 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate an hour before bed, or soak in an Epsom salt bath for 20 minutes. Second, leg elevation before bed. Here's a trick that helps reduce nighttime bathroom trips. Lie on the couch with your legs elevated on a pillow for 20 minutes before bed. This helps your body redistribute fluids before you lie down, so your bladder fills more slowly during the night. Third, consistent sleep schedule. Even on weekends, go to bed and wake up at the same time. This helps reset your internal clock, making 3 a.m. wake-ups less likely over time. Fourth, journaling before sleep. Worried thoughts often surface when we're trying to rest. Spend 5 minutes before bed writing down everything on your mind, then close the notebook. This simple habit tells your brain, I've handled this for now, and lets you release those thoughts. Fifth, use a red nightlight. If you must get up during the night, avoid turning on a bright light. Use a red nightlight instead. Red light doesn't suppress melatonin the way white or blue light does, helping you fall back asleep faster. My friends, I know how frustrating it can feel to wake up night after night, wondering what's wrong. But I want to remind you, your body is always trying to protect you, trying to communicate with you. Sometimes all it needs is a little support, a little quiet, and a lot of love. In the next part of this video, we're going to go deeper. I'll share the hidden link between 3 a.m. wake-ups and gut health, how hormone changes in both men and women impact sleep after 60, and powerful natural remedies like herbs and breathing techniques that truly help. But for now, take what we've talked about today and try just one thing tonight. Drink your tea, do your journaling, turn on that red nightlight, and know that you are on the path to peaceful, healing sleep. Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back, dear friends. I'm so glad you're here with me again on the ElderWay, and I hope you're feeling encouraged after part 1. We covered why those mysterious 3 a.m. wake-ups are so common, the role of melatonin, cortisol, food, and even emotional undercurrents that can disrupt your sleep. Now in part 2, let's go even deeper because there's still more your body is trying to tell you. Let's begin with a system that doesn't get enough attention when it comes to sleep, especially in older adults, your gut. Yes, the health of your gut. Your digestive system has a powerful influence on your sleep patterns, especially during the second half of the night. You might be surprised to learn that over 90% of your body's serotonin is made in the gut. And serotonin is the precursor to melatonin, your main sleep hormone. So when your gut isn't functioning well due to inflammation, bacterial imbalance, or poor digestion, your body may not be producing enough of the building blocks it needs for restful, consistent sleep. Let me explain this a little more simply. Imagine your gut is a garden. When it's well tended with fiber-rich foods, probiotics, and hydration, everything grows as it should, including the hormones and signals that regulate sleep. But when the gut is inflamed due to processed foods, certain medications, or stress, it's like the soil goes dry. The plants, the hormones can't thrive. One major culprit here is something many people over 60 take every day: acid-blocking medications like PPIs or antacids. While these may help with heartburn, they also reduce stomach acid so much that your body struggles to absorb magnesium, B12, and zinc, all of which are crucial for sleep, mood, and muscle relaxation. Over time, this can lead to nighttime wakefulness and even restless legs. And here's something else. When digestion is sluggish, especially if you eat late dinners, your body is still working on breaking down food during the night. This activates the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight mode, rather than the parasympathetic rest and digest mode. So even if you fall asleep, your body's not really resting. So what can we do? Start by finishing dinner at least 3 hours before bedtime. This gives your body time to digest before you lie down. Second, eat meals that are easy on the gut. Think soups, cooked vegetables, lean proteins, not heavy, greasy foods. Third, consider adding a probiotic or naturally fermented food like kefir, sauerkraut, or plain yogurt to your daily routine. A healthy gut is one of the keys to a healthy sleep cycle. Now, let's move into another big topic: hormonal shifts. These affect both men and women after 60, and they can quietly wreak havoc on your ability to sleep through the night. Let's start with women. After menopause, estrogen and progesterone decline. These hormones don't just affect reproductive health. They play a major role in temperature regulation, mood, and sleep architecture. You may have noticed you wake up sweating, even in a cool room, or you feel anxious in the middle of the night for no clear reason. That's the lack of estrogen and progesterone talking. Estrogen helps regulate melatonin. Progesterone has a calming effect on the brain. Without them, your brain becomes more reactive to small disruptions, light, noise, or internal stress. For men, the story is a little different, but just as important. Testosterone levels naturally decline with age, and low testosterone has been directly linked to fragmented sleep, reduced deep sleep, and more nighttime awakenings. And for both men and women, cortisol becomes more sensitive. As we age, our bodies' off switch becomes weaker, meaning even small triggers, like a sound outside, a full bladder, or a racing thought, can cause a full wake-up. Now I want to pause here and share a truth with you. None of this means your body is failing. It's simply adapting. It's learning a new rhythm. And you can work with it gently and naturally to find peace. Again at night, Let's talk now about some of my favorite natural remedies that truly help calm the body, nourish the nervous system, and reset your sleep cycle, especially if you're waking up around 3 a.m. First, tart cherry juice. I mentioned it briefly in part 1, but let's go deeper. Tart cherries are one of the only known food sources of natural melatonin. A 2014 randomized controlled trial found that drinking 8 ounces of tart cherry juice twice a day helped older adults sleep longer and more soundly. You can drink a small glass about an hour before bed. Just make sure it's unsweetened. And 4, those managing blood sugar, start with half a glass and monitor your body's response. Second, passion flower tea. This is one of the most gentle but powerful herbs for calming nighttime anxiety. Passion flower works by increasing GABA in the brain, a calming neurotransmitter that helps reduce overthinking and promote rest. A cup before bed can be especially helpful if your 3 a.m. wake-ups come with a racing mind. Third, magnesium glycinate, which we also touched on. It's well absorbed, doesn't cause digestive issues, and has a mild sedative effect. Start with 200 milligrams about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. It helps with muscle relaxation, heart rhythm, and even blood sugar balance. Fourth, glycine. This amino acid may not be as well known, but it's been shown in studies to help improve sleep onset and quality. You can take it as a supplement or sip on bone broth, and the evening bone broth is naturally high in glycine and gut-healing nutrients. Fifth, breathing practices. I've seen time and again how simple breath work can retrain the nervous system, reduce cortisol, and bring the body back into sleep mode. One of my favorites is the 4-7-8 breath. Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold for 7 seconds. Exhale slowly for 8 seconds. Do this for 4 to 6 cycles while lying in bed. It slows the heart rate and activates the vagus nerve, your body's internal reset switch. You may be wondering, is melatonin safe for me to take? It can be, yes, but with some caveats. Most people take way too much. The effective dose for older adults is usually 0.3 to 1 milligram, taken 60 to 90 minutes before bed. Higher doses, 3 milligrams, 5 milligrams, or more, can actually disrupt your natural rhythm and lead to vivid dreams or even next day grog. So if you're going to try melatonin, start low. Less is often more. And don't forget, the light you're exposed to during the day makes a huge difference. Your body needs sunlight in the morning. Natural blue light tells your brain it's daytime. This helps you produce more melatonin at night. Try to get 15 to 20 minutes of natural sunlight before 10 a.m., ideally outside. Even sitting by a sunny window can help. At night, reduce blue light from screens, TVs, phones, tablets at least an hour before bed. Use night mode settings or wear blue light blocking glasses if you need to use screens. Let me share a story. A lovely woman named Carol, age 72, came to me exhausted. She was waking every night at 2:30 or 3 a.m., wide awake, heart pounding. She tried sleep meds, warm milk, counting sheep. Nothing worked. We reviewed her evening routine. She was eating dinner at 8:30 p.m., snacking on cookies, watching crime dramas until 11, and keeping her phone on the nightstand. So here's what we did. She started eating dinner at 6:30, added some sautéed greens and grilled chicken, switched her evening snack to yogurt and walnuts, traded crime shows for a short walk after dinner, and soft music before bed. She took magnesium glycinate, started journaling, and kept a red nightlight in the bathroom. Within 2 weeks, she was sleeping through the night. Not every night, but most nights. And her energy came back. Her mood lifted. Her blood pressure even improved. You see, it wasn't one big change. It was small, loving shifts that added up. And the same is true for you. If you're waking up at 3 a.m., Your body isn't failing you. It's signaling you. It's asking for alignment. And you can give it what it needs, gently, night by night. Are not broken. You are wise. Your body is wise. And sleep can return. Let's get started, my friend, with a gentle but structured 7-night plan to help you fall asleep more easily, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling refreshed without confusion, without stress, and without relying on heavy medication. This isn't a magic pill. It's a method rooted in real rhythms, real science, and deep respect for your body's natural wisdom. We begin with night 1, and here, our focus is on setting the tone. Think of it like preparing a garden before planting. Seeds. We don't expect perfect sleep tonight. What we want is to help your body feel safe, relaxed, and ready to shift gears. First, finish dinner by 6:30 p.m. Keep it light and nourishing. Maybe a small portion of salmon, some roasted vegetables, and a bit of brown rice. If that's too much, a bowl of soup and half a slice of whole grain bread is perfect. Hydrate gently. No caffeine after 2 p.m. And try to avoid drinking large amounts of water after 8 p.m. to reduce nighttime trips to the bathroom. Next, dim your lights at 8 p.m. If possible, turn off overhead lights and switch to table lamps or warm bulbs. Let your home mimic the sunset. It signals your brain that bedtime is approaching. At 8:30, shut down any news, dramas, or intense TV. Even joyful shows can stimulate the brain. Trade it for soft music, an audiobook, or even just sitting quietly. At 9 p.m., take 200 to 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate with a small mug of warm herbal tea. Chamomile, passion flower, or lemon balm are beautiful choices. If you're using melatonin, remember, 0.3 to 1 milligram is enough. Never more, unless your doctor advises. At 9:15, begin a wind-down ritual. That may be gentle stretches while seated, or a 5-minute journaling session where you release the day's worries by writing them down. You could also say a few quiet words of gratitude. Nothing fancy, just note 3 things that felt good today. That simple shift in mindset prepares the nervous system for rest. Lights out by 10 p.m. Keep your room cool, around P-68 degrees Fahrenheit if you can. If your feet get cold, wear light socks. Use blackout curtains or a sleep mask to block light. If your partner snores, consider earplugs or a white noise machine. And if you still wake at 3, don't panic. Just lie there and breathe gently. Try the 4-7-8 breath we discussed earlier. Let the body know it's safe. You can even silently say, I am safe. It's okay to rest. That cue, repeated calmly, works wonders over time. Now let's move on to night 2, where we reinforce the rhythm. Today, try to get sunlight exposure within 30 minutes of waking. If it's sunny, step outside. If it's cloudy, sit by a window. This light enters your retina and sets your internal clock. It boosts morning cortisol, the good kind that gives you energy and helps melatonin production start later in the day. Also, today, move your body. You don't need to break a sweat. A 15-minute walk or even 10 minutes of gentle chair stretches signals your body that it's alive and active. This helps your system earn deeper rest later. Avoid naps after 2 p.m. And if you nap, keep it under 30 minutes. Dinner again should be light. You could try lentil soup, a boiled egg, or grilled zucchini with a piece of fish. Skip dessert tonight and instead enjoy a few almonds or half a banana. If you need a snack. In the evening, limit screen time. If you must look at a screen, activate the night mode or wear blue light glasses. After 8 p.m., return to your wind-down practice stretching, soft reading, light journaling, and try this simple phrase when you lie down. My body knows how to sleep. I trust the rhythm. Whisper it like a lullaby. By night 3, your body might start adjusting. Don't worry if sleep still feels bumpy. Sleep repair isn't linear. Some nights you'll sleep deeper. Others, you'll still wake early. But you're creating the conditions for real rest. Today, consider adding a food that supports serotonin. Try oatmeal with berries for breakfast, or a bit of turkey with greens. For lunch, these foods provide tryptophan, the amino acid your body uses to make serotonin, and serotonin becomes melatonin. During the afternoon, stay moderately active. Fold laundry, tend to your plants, take a walk if possible. These aren't chores, they're signals to your brain that you're alive and engaged. Tonight, if you wake up, try guided audio meditation. You don't even have to open your eyes. Just press play and let a calming voice walk you back into rest. You'll find many free options online. One I often recommend is a body scan meditation. It helps release tension from head to toe, bringing awareness and softness to each part of you. On night 4, we begin integrating deeper calm. If you're someone who tends to wake up with racing thoughts, consider keeping a small notepad by your bed. Before sleep, write down anything that's lingering in your mind. Give it a home so your brain doesn't feel it needs to remember it overnight. Now is also the time to consider emotional roots. Are you lonely? Anxious? Is something unresolved? Even simple awareness of those feelings can help you let go. Try this. As you lie in bed, place your hand on your heart and say, I give myself permission to rest. I release today. You'd be surprised how your body responds to simple kindness. Let's shift gears slightly and talk about digestion and blood sugar, which can trigger 3 a.m. awakenings if not balanced. If you often wake with a fast heart rate or sweaty skin, you might be having a blood sugar dip. Even if you don't have diabetes, this can happen due to irregular meals or processed foods earlier in the day. To counter it, you can add a small bedtime snack that blends protein and fat, like a tablespoon of almond butter on half a slice of whole grain toast, or plain Greek yogurt with cinnamon. These snacks help stabilize your blood sugar overnight, preventing that sharp drop that triggers adrenaline and wakes you up. Avoid high sugar snacks like cookies or crackers. They do the opposite. By night 5, your body is learning. Your sleep drive is building. Now we add one more layer: connection. Studies show that people with regular social interaction sleep better. Today, call a friend, wave at a neighbor, or simply sit outside and smile at someone passing by. The human nervous system is wired for safety and connection. When we feel connected, we sleep better. Tonight, consider a gratitude reflection before bed. Name 3 small wins from your day. They don't have to be big. I folded the laundry. I made a healthy meal. I smiled at someone. This rewires your brain to notice peace and progress. Night 6 is when you might start to feel real change. Your rhythms are syncing. Your mind is quieter, and your body may be more tired at bedtime. Lean into this. Don't resist sleep. Don't fear waking. Trust that your body is remembering how to rest. If you wake tonight, try this gentle phrase in your mind. It's not my job to force sleep. It's my job to rest. Sleep will come. Let yourself simply be. In that stillness, rest is happening. Even if you're awake. By night 7, you're not just sleeping better. You're building a relationship with your own body, one that is rooted in compassion, rhythm, and self-care. Tonight, reflect for just a moment. What has shifted in you this week? What feels softer? What feels stronger? And please remember, if you ever struggle again, this routine is always here for you. Not as a rule book, but as a rhythm, a guide to gently return to yourself. Sleep isn't about shutting down. It's about surrender, letting go, trusting that your body, even after all these years, is still capable of peace. You're not broken. You're simply in transition. And transitions require grace. I'm proud of you. I hope you're proud of yourself too. Before we close, let's take a moment together. Place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Breathe in gently and breathe out slowly. Say to yourself, silently or out loud, I am safe. I am resting. I am healing. Let that be your lullaby tonight. I'll see you in the next video, my friend. And until then, may your nights be gentle, your mornings full of light, and your heart always at ease.